Hello scrappers and planet lovers, Tin Man here with another video. So today what I want to show you is what's inside one of these electric floor mops. Okay, find these a lot on the side of the road. Unfortunately, people will drive off just with the long power cord and leave everything else, or they just think this isn't worth their time and they will just drive right by it. Okay, I'm not going to take apart this one because this one actually works. I found this last week, so I'm actually just going to donate it. I already have one. Okay, I have taken one apart already because there are a lot of little screws that go around the water reservoir, up the arm. Okay, so for the sake of this video and time, I've already taken apart, and what I'm going to do is just show you where the goodies are inside and show you how you can take this whole mop here and divert a lot of it away from the landfill. Okay, so here we go. As I've already said, a lot of screws. And the thing about the screws in this mop is, if you see my screws, you see my magnet. If I put the magnet up to it, they are not magnetic. Okay, all of the screws in this mop are stainless steel. Okay, stainless steel is about 45 cents a pound because of the nickel that coats them. You need to have these stainless steel because if they have water inside, you don't want to have these screws rust. Okay, so these go into a separate bin. I have a container for stainless steel screws, and when I bring in all my stainless steel barbecues and stainless steel pots, I'll bring these in as well and get stainless steel price. That's the first thing. Okay, so in order to take off the shaft, it does have a handle, okay, just like the other one, with an aluminum bar. Okay, now this aluminum bar does have a little bit of plastic inside. The plastic only goes down to about there. So two things I can do to speed up the process. I can just take an angle grinder and actually just cut this piece off. Because it has the plastic inside, I can put this piece into my dirty aluminum bin, and the rest of the shaft would be clean aluminum. Okay, clean aluminum right now is about 40 cents a pound Canadian. A little bit different prices right now because of the virus. Okay, the other part about here would be about 15 cents a pound. Or I could just take a hammer and crush it, and the plastic inside will break apart and will come out in pieces. Okay, so there's two options. I probably right now, for the sake of time, I'm not going to crush it right now, but I probably will at a later time. But this is, a nice aluminum shaft. There is the obvious from the outside, a really nice power cord. Okay, this plugs into the wall. This is right now currently $1 a pound Canadian. This is about £1.50 pounds. So this is actually a good wire. It would go under appliance wire. It does also have on the end two nickel or brass coated prongs. Some people put those prongs into a coated brass bucket. Some people leave them on and it adds to the weight of this cord. I haven't really seen a difference in price. Okay, but this is a really nice cord. Okay, getting inside my reservoir, okay, just like the other one, I have to open this up, okay, and this is all plastic inside here. There are a couple slinkies like this. I will cut these off and I will put them into my steel bin just to divert as much as I can away from the landfill. But unfortunately, the plastic I can't do anything with. Okay, so I broke that open. Okay, and what I ended up with is it fits in. There are two pieces. Okay, there is a piece that goes into the plastic like this. Okay, this is a steel cast aluminum reservoir bucket. There's screws around it that attach it. The water goes through here. It heats it up. Okay, that's what makes it hot. And unfortunately, if I took these screws out, there is still steel that is wrapped around inside, and it's really difficult to take apart. So all I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna throw this as is into my dirty cast aluminum bucket. Okay, cast aluminum clean right now is about 35 to 40 cents a pound. This is about 15 cents a pound, but again, it's better than steel price. Okay, some people actually just put this into their steel. But again, you don't have to because there is cast aluminum on there. So this is dirty cast aluminum. I am going to also take off these wires. I'm going to cut these off. These wires will go into my lower grade copper wire. And the reason they're not the same price as my appliance wire is because they are thinner. There's more plastic on here and less copper. Okay, so dirty or low grade copper wire is about 15 to 20 cents a pound right now. There is also a motor. Okay, this is a copper bearing motor. It's actually pretty heavy because of the steel around it. I would throw this into my copper bearing motor pile as is. Okay, so there is copper, as I said, there is steel. I have several videos that show how to take the copper out of copper bearing motors. These styles, I don't, because I have to, in order to do that, I have to grind the steel down, pry it off, and separate it. So I'm not going to do that. I will just leave it as is. Okay. There is on the panel, you always have a panel. Okay, so this is, labels the shark, the buttons. There is a circuit board. Okay, this circuit board would be classified as lower grade circuit board. Okay, there's not really any significant precious metals on here. There is a transformer. Okay, and this transformer, again, I also have a video on separating transformers. There is a bin for transformers. The video shows you which ones to separate the copper out of, which ones just to leave as is. This one I will actually just, I'll break it off and I will leave it in my transformer bin because transformers are worth more than low-grade circuit boards. Okay, so it's just fastened in by some wires. I'm just gonna pry it up. Okay, and if you notice, actually, take my safety glasses off here, sorry. If you noticed inside, there is some copper, all right? And there is also a bunch of yellow paper. So these are very easy to recognize because they always have the yellow tape around them, that it has a case of steel around it. My rule is usually if I see more paper than copper, I'm gonna leave as is. Okay, because usually what these transformers do is they'll have a layer of tape, a layer of copper, a layer of tape, a layer of copper. Okay, so there is more paper inside than copper, so you're not, if you break these apart, you're not getting valuable money for the copper as you would get for just the transformer price. Transformers right now are about 10 cents a pound. Okay, so I'm looking, there is a little bit of copper towards the end, so I actually will take this apart. And all I'm gonna do, I'm just going to hit it with a hammer. Okay, the steel pops off like this. Okay, it's got a piece of tape around it. There it is. Okay, I'm going to break it open. Okay, and if you notice, there is the copper on the base. So all I'm going to do is just take a knife. Find my knife. Where is my knife? Oh, there it is right in front of me. I'm going to open the plastic. Unravel it. Okay, and I actually can also just pull the tops off. Make sure I have all the copper out of the way, or out of the plastic out of the way. Just gonna cut it in half. Okay, I'm gonna break it open. And as you can see, there is layer of paper, layer of copper. Okay, but what I'm trying to get to right now is the center. The center, as you can see, there is a nice spool of copper in there. Okay, so I actually take this copper, I put it into a bag. It's not a lot of weight, but it does add up. Okay, and as you can see here, these are just from copper motors. Sorry, hard to see, but okay, so that's all copper in a bag here. Copper, number 2 copper even, right now is what, $1.50 a pound, so it adds up and it comes from all motors and all different sizes and different copper wires, so that's what I would do, and I would get more money in terms of this transformer for the copper. The last thing on this vacuum is anytime you have a button, so there is a push button that shows you the steam control. I open that up and I get another small little circuit board. This circuit board, you can hear it, has a click. Okay, if I break that open, all I do is just take a pair of pliers and pinch it. I'm gonna find a little piece of silver. Okay, so there's going to be a little dot like that. It's going to be smaller than that, but it is a little dot like that. That is called a silver contact. So any push button, any control, on and off switch that has a click has a little tiny piece of silver inside. Okay, not much, but what I do is I will just add it to my collection. I put it in a little container, and then over time, hopefully, I have enough silver I can hit it with some nitric acid and get a little bullion. Okay, so just to recap, from this, you do have, unfortunately, some plastic, okay, but you do have a lot of natural resources that you can divert from the landfill. As I said, there's a circuit board with a transformer, there's copper, there is a dirty cast aluminum heat pump, there is a copper bearing motor, there is a nice aluminum shaft, there is a very large power cord, and there are also lower grade copper wires. Hope this video was informative. Please comment down below, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Tin Man out.